Hey guys, Blur here. Welcome back to the channel. And today we have a really special review for you guys. We have a review of Logitech's flagship mechanical keyboard in their G lineup, and that is their G915 Lightspeed. This is a wireless mechanical keyboard that I've had for about 6 months now, and been kind of working with it, and it's been a mainstay in my studio and in my home. So I wanted to go ahead and share my thoughts and maybe some different applications and uses for this very keyboard. So stick around and we'll get right into it. So let's start with the dimensions of this product. The G915 has a length of 475 millimeters or 18.7 inches, a width of 150 millimeters or 5.9 inches, has a height of 22 millimeters, 0.9 inches, low profile. And it has a weight without the cable of 1,025 grams or 36.2 ounces. The G915 Lightspeed has an all aluminum, super slim design. I mean, look at that thickness. This keyboard is hyper thin, and the aluminum body of this keyboard kind of comes all the way around and then falls like a waterfall here on the sides. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous keyboard. I don't think I've ever seen a keyboard so beautiful. I mean, you see this on a desk and you go, wow, that is a really nice looking keyboard. The keyboard features a 30-hour battery life at 100% brightness of the LED lights. And I believe that's even longer if you're using the Bluetooth connection as opposed to the Lightspeed connection. Logitech uses low-profile GL switches in this keyboard that has an actuation distance of 1.5 millimeters and an actuation force of 50 grams. Total travel distance is 2.7 millimeters. They have 3 different types of switches in here. They have the GL Clicky, the one that I have. Has a real audible click. You actually feel it. There's a lot of tactile feedback. Really noisy. There's the GL Tactile, which has a small tactile bump for a little bit of feedback, but definitely more quiet. And then the GL Linear, which is a completely smooth keystroke. You barely hear the thing. The Logitech also features LightSync RGB per key lighting with 2 different lighting profiles. And of course, Logitech included media controls, so there's the skip forward, skip back, pause play, and mute buttons. There's also a cool little scroll wheel there at the top that they call their edgeless volume wheel that you can use to make quick adjustments to the volume of the game or anybody screaming on your headset in Discord.
Where are my shots going? Where are they?
Logitech decided to include 5 G keys here on the left-hand side of the keyboard. Now, these G keys can be assigned any macro you'd like, and then there's 3 different macro profiles up top. So it gives you a total of 15 macros to simplify your workflow. Okay, so now that we've gone through the hardware, let's take a quick look at the software. Now, I'm not going to do a major deep dive of the Logitech G Hub software, which is what you would use if you bought this keyboard. I'm going to do another video on G Hub specifically a little bit down the line, but just to give you a quick overview, you'll select your keyboard here, and then your first settings are going to be lighting presets. So you can take a look at the different lighting profiles. I like it color wave and so on. So you can go ahead and select one of the multitude of presets that they have listed here, or you could create your own, right? You can take a look at freestyle or animations. The G keys on the left-hand side, the 5 G keys are assigned under assignments. This is an extremely powerful tool. Like I said, we'll probably go a much more in depth with this in another video, but just so that you know, I mean, I have like what you're looking at right now. This is my streaming setup, so I have that on my M2. If I go to M1, that's all of my overlays, etc. And then the game mode, I don't use this, but I know some of you guys might. This locks out keys, so if you don't want to hit, you know, the Windows key or something like that, and it'll knock you out of the game, that's what you would do this for. You would press a little Joy-Con, or not Joy-Con, joystick up top, and then whatever key you select is now going to be locked out when you hit that button. So, but that's just a really quick overview of the software. Again, there'll be a much more in-depth view into this in a future video. Now for some of the cons of this keyboard. This keyboard ships with a micro USB port, not a Type-C. I believe that at this price point, you should ship a product with Type-C. There's no reason for micro USB. Also, the Bluetooth doesn't always work for me on the login screen. Sometimes I have to actually log in utilizing the on-screen keyboard for me to actually activate the Bluetooth. Just something to keep in mind. And lastly, for the price, this keyboard comes in at a whopping $250. That is a ton of money to spend on any peripheral. So what are my final thoughts on the Logitech G915 Lightspeed? Well, let me tell you, this has been the mainstay of my setup here. In all honesty, having so many computers in here, I have my laptop, my streaming gaming PC, my day job computer, having all of those things being operated by one device is so convenient. I really love the convenience that this offers me. And now, that's not to say that there are no other keyboards that also have built-in Bluetooth that would be able to do the same type of thing. However, this is the only keyboard that I was able to find that had Bluetooth, that had Lightspeed or some other wireless connectivity, that also allowed you to connect it for a third computer, but that had mechanical key switches. The thin profile makes it really sleek, and the aluminum, oh man, the build quality of this thing, like you pick it up and it's hefty. Hefty, hefty, hefty. This keyboard is my dream keyboard, and I love it. I think at $250, it is out of a lot of people's budget. I get it, but with my needs, this was definitely the killer keyboard from Logitech. Alright guys, that does it for the review of the Logitech G915 Lightspeed. If you like this video, please consider hitting the like button or subscribing to the channel. Also, make sure to hit that little bell icon so that you get notified anytime I put out any new content. I also stream on Twitch every Monday at 9 p.m. So if you want to come hang out with me. We'll play some games and chat. You can follow me on Twitter up here like this, right over here. Twitter really messed me up with this Twitter handle. And with that, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.